There's a dangerous place that every entrepreneur falls into at some point. It's not failure, it's not burnout, it's confusion. When you're putting in the work, saying yes to opportunities, juggling 10 different things, and yet, if someone asked you, where is this all going? You wouldn't know how to answer. I've been there. In fact, most founders I've coached have been there. And what I've learned is this: confusion doesn't go away with more hustle, it goes away with a framework. Today, I want to walk you through a transformation I call confusion to clarity. It's the exact process I use to help myself and later hundreds of founders get unstuck and build a business that feels clear, intentional, and rewarding. If you've ever felt like you're working hard but can't quite see the bigger picture, this video is for you. Let me paint the picture. Confusion looks like this: saying yes to projects just because they're offered, starting your day with email and ending it wondering what you actually achieved, having 5 half-baked strategies but no real plan on how to execute them. It's the feeling of motion without direction, like being on a boat in the middle of the ocean. You're rowing hard, but you don't know if you're heading towards land or just spinning in circles. I remember a founder I worked with, let's call him Arjun. He was running a successful digital marketing agency. His team was growing, revenue looked healthy, but when I asked him, what's your 12-month goal? He froze. He didn't have one. Most of his workday was just reacting to client fires, and despite all the activity, he felt stuck. And honestly, I've been there too. Confusion hit me hardest when I couldn't answer a simple question. If this continues for the next 12 months, will you be happy with where you end up? My honest answer was no. I wasn't failing, but I wasn't building anything intentional either. That's what confusion feels like. Busy, but hollow. And here's the real danger. Confusion is sneaky. It doesn't show up like a crisis. It shows up as low-level stress, constant distraction, and this quiet, persistent thought, I should be further along by now. Now here's something important. Most entrepreneurs stay stuck in confusion because they think more is the answer. More projects, more products, more marketing channels. But confusion doesn't come from not doing enough. It comes from not knowing what matters. It's like standing in a forest trying to look at every tree at once. The more you look around, the more lost you feel. That's why you need a way to zoom out. A filter that helps you decide, this matters, this doesn't. That's what led me to create the AAA Framework. Now the framework is simple. Awareness, see the chaos clearly. Alignment, choose what matters most. And action, build daily systems that reinforce that choice. Let's go deeper into each of the 3 A's. The first one, awareness. Now you can't fix what you can't see. I started with a simple 2-week audit. Every hour, I wrote down what I was doing. And at the end of those 2 weeks, I color-coded it. Green for revenue-driving work, yellow for necessary admin, red for distractions or low-impact tasks. The result? Only 20% of my time was green. No wonder I felt stuck. I was busy, but barely moving the needle. One founder I worked with, Neha, did the same exercise. She discovered she was spending 12 hours a week writing proposals, but only closing 1 deal in 20. That one insight pushed her to redesign her entire pitch process. And within 2 months, she doubled her close rate without working a single extra hour. Tracking simple data points like this can help you become aware of your own confusion, which is step 1. So step 2, alignment. Once you see the data, you have to make choices. And this is where most founders struggle. We say we want clarity, but we're afraid of letting go. But remember, clarity doesn't come from juggling everything. It comes from subtraction. You can't keep all 10 strategic projects going and expect direction. I remember Anushri, who ran a boutique bakery. She was torn between scaling her cafe and growing her corporate catering arm. Both had potential, but both together were stretching her thin. When she finally chose to fully focus on corporate catering, her energy snapped back. In 12 months, her revenue tripled, and that's what alignment looks like. For me, I forced myself to pick 3 priorities: grow revenue, build a founder-independent sales system, and protect my personal time at all costs. Everything else became background noise. And yes, it came with trade-offs. I paused a podcast project I absolutely loved. I said no to 2 exciting collaborations. I stopped accepting random speaking invites. But the moment I narrowed down, my focus came back, and with it, momentum. So the third step, and maybe the most important, action. Awareness and alignment are powerful, but they really fade if you don't reinforce them with action. That's where most founders slip. They get clear, they get focused, and then the chaos slowly but surely creeps back in. So I built one small ritual, 15 minutes every morning. Review my top 3 priorities, check my core numbers, and set one non-negotiable win for the day. One of the biggest shifts came from what I stopped doing during that time. I stopped starting my day in my inbox. Before, email would set the tone for everything. Now I don't open it until I've finished my non-negotiable. That one change boosted my focus more than any productivity tool I've ever used. And that daily ritual became my anchor. Now, it's not about having the perfect system. It's about building a rhythm, something simple, repeatable, consistent, so that clarity becomes a habit, not a one-time high. So what does this transformation actually look like in practice? Well, before, you might be saying yes to almost everything. Your revenue might be flat, and you might end most days drained and scattered. After just 30 days of applying the framework, I promise you, your calendar will be half as full, but twice as impactful. You'll sign multiple new clients because you'll have the bandwidth to follow through with them. And you'll start ending your workdays with energy, not exhaustion. I remember for me, on day 22 or 23, I turned down a lucrative partnership that didn't align with my focus. Now, old me would have said yes, but out of fear and scarcity. New me said no, with confidence. And that one no probably saved me at least 6 months of distraction. But the biggest shift, I could finally answer the question, what am I actually building? And that answer gave me something I hadn't felt in a long time: peace of mind. So here are the top lessons I'd leave you with if you're trying to move from confusion to clarity. Clarity starts with seeing the mess. Don't avoid it. Track your time and tasks. Clarity requires trade-offs. If everything is a priority, nothing is. Clarity sticks through systems. One small ritual can anchor your business. And clarity rewards courage. Every no you say to a shiny distraction is a bigger yes you say to your purpose. These aren't just entrepreneurial tips, they're survival skills. So here's my challenge to put this in practice. For the next 30 days, run your decisions through the AAA framework. Ask yourself, am I aware of where my time and money are going? Am I aligned with my top 3 priorities? Am I taking daily action that reflects that? If you can say yes, you'll move from confusion to clarity faster than you think. Because clarity isn't about knowing everything, it's about knowing enough to move forward with confidence. And if you feel you need more help to get from confusion to clarity, then take the 3-question quiz link below. It will match you with a relevant coach and unlock a free 30-minute coaching call. It will help you find clarity and what you can do to build out your long-term business vision. And of course, as always, like and subscribe for more playbooks like this. I'll see you in the next one.